So, if you've watched me recently, I've been reviewing these spoilers that come out for One Piece manga chapters, and today I'm reviewing uh, the brief spoilers for 1123, titled Best Friend. The cover story continues with Yamato's journey where she saves a woman's life. Morgan attempts to share the news about Kid losing to Shanks, Law losing to Blackbeard, and Luffy, but Vivi gets into a fight with him to stop it. So we have that going on. Akainu contacts Egghead and Kizaru answers. Akainu accuses Kizaru of hailing in Egghead, but Kizaru angrily responds with tears in his eyes. Have you ever killed your best friend? If you doubt me, come here and see for yourself. So that is very interesting because throughout the serialization of One Piece, we're talking about chapter like 100, I think. Whenever Kizaru was when he was introduced, he was very stoic. Like, he really never showed emotion, but like he was like kind of branded as like a psychopath or whatever, just following orders and taking pleasure in whatever. Certified weirdo, whatever. But I don't know. I just feel like him just crying this time, tears in his eyes, saying, "I can't. I killed my best friend" or something. I feel like it's a very big moment for the character, but also for the story, because it shows how big Vegapunk was in Kizaru's early childhood life. So, and it also kind of says like maybe somewhere in the future, we might get flashback of Kizaru's childhood. Who knows? But I feel like, this kind of foreshadowing also that we might get like a flashback of Kizaru's childhood in future chapters, when the final war occurs or whatever. But there's a big moment, obviously, in One Piece manga. Anyways, the scene then shifts to the Straw Hats, who are downcast because they believe they failed to rescue Vegapunk. However, Lilith wakes up and reassures them, revealing that they didn't fail because she is Vegapunk. So this was another surprise, that this whole time she was Vegapunk. So thinking back, it kind of does make sense. Like, it's probably like a last minute plan that he came up with, or she came up with. Probably he. I'll explain. So he probably came up so he was set to, do the plan we knew. He was, I guess, tinkering with Lilith's memories. He got the idea of, why don't I switch a small part of York's memory into thinking that this old guy, who was probably originally Lilith, or whatever the original name was, Stella, and probably also tinkered with everyone's mind to thinking Stella was Vegapunk. So she thought, why don't I switch the identities of that Stella is the real Vegapunk and I'm just a satellite, pretty much, like you guys. So I think that's what can happen. It makes sense because this is the smartest being in the One Piece universe. So I wouldn't really, I'm not really surprised that this came out. But yeah, the chapter ends with the Straw Hats celebrating with Lilith as they head towards Elbaf. In the final panel, a silhouette is shown drinking on the coast of Elbaf Senkan. So this could be two possibilities. One, Shanks. It's the obvious answer would be Shanks, because currently, right now, when we last saw him, I think we saw him when he defeated the Kid. So yeah, it would make sense for him to go back after defeating Kid, to go back home and then, make sure everyone's good, repair damages, and then him. I can totally see him, him being, after a long day's work, him being in the beach, drinking his drink. Then all of a sudden he feels like Luffy's hockey coming on its way to Elbaf. So I can see that. The other possibility that I could see is it could be Dragon. So while Shanks is out in sea, while he's repairing the damaged ships, probably in a port or something, I could totally see Dragon sneaking in to Elbaf without Shanks knowing. Dragon probably cloaked his hockey or whatever, and then he infiltrated Elbaf, and then because he probably knew that Luffy's next move would be to come to Elbaf, so he probably stationed himself there, sneakily, to, I guess, see Luffy and to, I guess, maybe recruit Luffy into the Revolutionary Army or something. But I feel like it could be Shanks or Dragon, one of the two. But anyways, pretty cool. It will be a pretty cool, lot of pretty cool chapters. Obviously, a lot of reveals happened in this chapter, and I did read that this chapter was only 13 pages, so I don't know, that might be a concerning aspect, only because it might indicate how bad Oda's health is, and it might be time for another break for him, like a hiatus, like a 2-week break, I think. Or I might just be overthinking it. Maybe this was intentional. This chapter was only supposed to be 13 pages. But yeah, overall, pretty cool, pretty good chapter. I'd say pretty cool chapter, and can't wait for more of these brief spoilers. But I think I'm going to end it here. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.